Okay, so for the foundation, we have a slab. I found absolutely nothing wrong with the foundation. Appears to be forming as intended. Grading and drainage, the only thing I found were the shrubbery next to the house needs to be trimmed back. That'll allow ants or whatever to get into the windows. It's pushing into the screens, and it can damage the screens as well and keep moisture against the stucco. The roof looked really good. Best I can guess, it's the age of the house, 6 years old. It's asphalt. The attic looked good. We had 9 to 10 inches, maybe a little more in some areas of the bad insulation. Very open up there. Walls on the interior, I found nothing. Other than in the shower and the master bath, there was up in the corner, you could see a little cracking. Nothing major there. Outside, the fascia trim boards, there was some water damage in a few areas. As long as you keep them caulked and painted, they'll continue to get more life out of them.
Be fine.
Then there's some caulking and sealant in some areas up in the eaves, and then also the separation from the stucco to the eave as well. Ceilings and floors, I found nothing inside. No cracks in the tile, none in the ceiling. Everything looked good there. The doors were all pretty good. There's a couple of doors that are loose at the hinges, and then the bedroom closet, a guest bath utility closet, and then the back door. And then the back door, probably because of the hinge being loose, it rubs at the bottom at the frame. The garage door to the garage does not have the automatic closure on it, and it should have it. Fire safety. It should close behind you. All windows look good. Inside, outside, there was just a couple areas of caulking to keep the insects from getting through. Very minor. No stairs, fireplaces, porches or balconies. Service entrance panels. The only thing I noted was antioxidant, and that's very common. Antioxidant should be there.
Oh, on the lugs.
On the lugs to prevent the expansion and retraction, and then they overheat and they arc, cause problems. So that was on the main box outside and in the sub panel of the garage. Okay. But they were both copper and aluminum wires. The AC unit, it calls for a max breaker of 40, and a 40 is what it is on. So that's good.
Good.
Very uncommon. All the branch circuits and everything, the outlets, all the lights, all the GFCI for bathrooms, garage, outside, and the kitchen are all good. They are all GFCI and they all work. Heating equipment, unfortunately, it's too warm outside to actually run the heating equipment, so I didn't run it. Change that. Test, not rest. The cooling equipment, it worked as advertised. The supply air was 50 degrees. The return air was 67, so it gave you a differential of 17 degrees, and 15 to 20 degrees is what you want.
Okay.
We want it to be a little closer to 20, but because the air filter in the return is really dirty, so I think once that gets changed, then it'll probably take it up closer to 20. Plumbing, let's see, we're public everywhere. I noticed in the master bath, there's a couple of cracks coming out from the stop. It's not leaking out underneath. It's just cosmetic, I believe. And then the stopper at the guest sink is not attached at the bottom, so it won't go up or down. Let's see. And then in the bathtubs and showers, there's some caulking and grout and need repair in the guest bath and also in the master shower. And then around both toilets, they need to be caulked around the base. So if they overflow, they don't go under and get into the whatever might be underneath, whether it's wood or slab, it'll just break down the concrete. Washing machine connections were good. The water pressure is high, 105 PSI. Anything over 80 PSI, we recommend reduction. And, but I was unable to locate that pressure reducing valve, and the expansion tank is not installed on the water heater. That's quite high, especially on gas. Drain waste and vents are fine. Water heating equipment, the water temperature was 138 degrees, so that's very hot. So we consider that a safety hazard, especially if you have children in the home. They can scald themselves.
Oh, so turn it down a little bit.
Yeah. And then again, I notated that because of the temperature of the water, and then it is gas, that there is no expansion tank installed at the water heater. No hydro massage, dishwasher worked. There's no anti-siphon loop present under the sink. Garbage disposal worked just fine. The range hood and exhaust system worked. The oven and cooktop, everything worked the way it should. I had about +4 degree temperature difference, tested at 50 degrees. Microwave worked as advertised. All exhaust vents and heaters in the bathrooms worked. Garage door operator, I found that to be deficient because the auto reversing mechanism it's either not adjusted properly or it's not there at all. Because I was unable to put pressure on the door and have it stop in reverse. But the optical eyes are working.
Okay.
And then the dryer exhaust systems, they're good. And that's pretty much the extent of the report. That's all I found.
So in general, your report is it's a pretty clean home.
It's a pretty clean home.
Okay. Thank you so much.